Hi guys, welcome to week 3 of a beginner's guide to hiking Dillon State Park. And this week we are doing the Ruffed Grouse Loop Trail. This trail is the red loop on the park maps, and it begins at waypoint E and goes through waypoint F. This trail begins actually at a quite different location from the rest of our trails, and that is the horse camp. So when you're coming here and just hiking this trail, feel free to park at the horse camp parking lot, and you can walk up along the edge of this tree line here. So I would recommend walking along this tree line, past the bathrooms, past the pavilion, and staying along the tree line. This is the beginning of our trail up at waypoint F. So you'll see again, not only the red stripes, but also the yellow stripes on the trees, since the portion from E to F also follows along the Licking Bend Trail here at the park. Now this trail is about 0.6 of a mile long, so it's really short compared to the last two that we've done. It should take you 15 to 25, 30 minutes at the max to complete this. So again, it's pretty short. However, the difficulty has gone up now. So I would now classify this as a harder trail to hike at Dillon, probably one of the hardest, just because it's not only steep, but it's a super rocky terrain. So you don't really have much dirt underneath you when you're hiking, especially at the beginning and towards the end of it. So it's mostly rocks, and you'll see that there's some pretty big rocks up at the beginning of it too. So I am here at our first and the main point of interest on the Ruffed Grouse Trail, and that is these giant rocks that are out here. So this is actually the second of two of the main rock formations that you're going to pass on this trail, the other one being further back there. And these are shale, so really thick shale rock formations that are out here. Again, most of the rock in the state is shale, so these types of formations are pretty common in Ohio. So as I've previously mentioned in this series, beyond hiking trails, we also have mountain biking trails, and we also have bridle trails, also known as horseback riding trails. So up here on the Ruffed Grouse Trail, all three of these types of trails are combining a lot, and you probably already saw this on the King Ridge Loop. So up here on the Ruffed Grouse Trail, we have two kinds of paintings on the trees. We've got our red triangles, and then we've got our red stripes, which you already saw stripes on the King Ridge Trail. Now these triangles, that is denoting the mountain biking trail up here. And again, it's running alongside the hiking trail, so it's easy to get on it, but we really ask that hikers stay off of the mountain biking trail so that we can leave that for the bikers, and the hikers can stay on the hiking trail. So beyond that, it's also important up here to make sure that you aren't going on the horseback riding trails. And as long as you're staying off trails that have plastic poles at the entries to them, you should be good to go. So we're here at the end of the Ruffed Grouse Trail. This will pop you out right next to the horse camp bathrooms and the edge of the parking lot. So you may have seen this trail entrance when you came in, and that's totally fine. You can start the trail, since it's a loop, you can start it here, or you can start it up behind some of the campsites. Totally fine. But thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this little hike. It's a little bit different than some of our other hiking sections, and be sure to come back, follow our Facebook page, and tag us if you have any pictures or any interesting tidbits to share on your hike.